Hello, Chargers fans. Welcome into the Guilty as Charged podcast. We have our first definitive, I think, bit of information that Mike Williams is going to return. Now, the tag deadline is March 8th. Today, when I'm recording, is March 4th. So it's fast approaching. I think most of us assumed that based on the way that Staley, Telesco, Herbert, Lombardi have been talking about Mike Williams, and honestly, based on the season that he had, that he is a former first-round pick for the team, we all assumed that he was going to be back. And I think most of us have done our, calculations, our cap this, our draft that, based on the idea that Mike Williams is going to return. Well, we, I think, have our first bit of information about that. And it suggests that he is going to return in some form, one way or another, whether it's with the tag or it's with a new contract, or it could be a tag and then a new contract. Regardless, it is something the Chargers aren't going to let Mike Williams go. So this is from Tyler Dragon, with the greatest name that I could possibly think of. Great first name, excellent last name. Now, full disclosure, I have not had any conversation with Tyler Dragon. I've never honestly heard of him before, but I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt here because he is obviously verified, which sort of means something. I think he's a sports reporter for USA Today. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt here in the same way that I hope you give Steven and I the benefit of the doubt, despite the fact that we're two random dudes. We're not verified. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for this. So he says that the Chargers aren't going to let Mike Williams go, according to a person with direct knowledge of the situation. If both sides don't agree on a long-term extension, the Chargers are prepared to franchise tag the wide receiver. And then I guess, extending from that, they could franchise tag him and then agree to a contract after that. I believe the deadline to agree on a new contract after a tag is mid-July, like July 15th. So yeah, the tag deadline is March 8th. So once that goes or comes and goes, then maybe we'll get a little bit more worried, but they do have the opportunity to tag him for at least 4 more days. So this is the first bit of information. Again, we all kind of figured it was going to happen. I assume that even if this person knows absolutely nothing about the situation, I still would assume that it's going to happen. But again, it's nice to get some sort of movement that way. Like I said on Twitter, here's my social media feed. I'd believe it's going to happen. I just won't go as far to say it's definitely happening, even though this guy has a great name. We're either going to be surprised as hell that Mike Williams is gone, or Mike Williams returning to the Chargers is just the worst kept secret in the league. I think, again, we all basically knew this was going to happen. It could not happen, but we also mostly assumed it was going to happen. So that's the information about that. I will give one more random little tidbit that no one's going to care about, but I will completely overreact to. Cordarrelle Patterson, of course, the free agent that Staley's brought up before last year, before they played the Vikings, I believe. Then, of course, this year during free agency, the guy who has a connection to Ficken and to Staley and sort of Jay Rogers. Cordarrelle Patterson, of course, hit like on the future Chargers comment from Danny Munger, whoever this is. But he did hit like on that. So like I said, don't overreact. I'm going to try not to overreact, but I do think there is something there as well. Not because of this tweet, but hey, it's interesting and it's kind of fun to discuss this anyway. So yeah, Mike Williams, again, it sounds like the Chargers want to keep him, whether it's definitive or not. I don't know. We heard as early as yesterday, the Chargers were targeting Christian Watson. I don't know if they're going to do that with Mike Williams back. That'd certainly be an interesting pairing to have Mike Williams and Christian Watson, whether that's in the first round or somehow in the second round, which also doesn't really make sense given that Watson's probably not going to be there in the second round for the Chargers. So Mike Williams, first bit of information that he's going to be back. Are you guys happy? Are you sad? Are you disappointed? Do you just kind of get it and you're just going with it? Guys, let me know in the comment section below what you think. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy watching the rest of the combine. Let's see what happens with this Mike Williams situation. I don't know what's going to happen, but it sounds like he is returning to the Chargers, which we kind of all expected. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care. And as always, bolt up.